Here in the very heart of London, we're often being told, particularly by the government, that we have to be more inclusive, more open, more accepting of all sorts of manner of things, particularly from those that have turned up here illegally, invaders as many people call them. And time again, if you're not seen to be obeying to these particular rules, well then of course you're difficult. On the other side of the coin, what we have is a really serious problem, particularly for the elderly. Now today here in the very heart of London is literally a very cold day, foggy, freezing and temperatures plunging. But this of course is the government that promised, while out in opposition, that they were not going to axe the winter fuel allowance. And as many people know, I've spoken about that at length because I find it appalling. Simply because when you look at the reverse side of it, the people that turn up here, literally in the United Kingdom, are offered all manner of things. 3, 4 and 5-star hotels, deluxe flats, and now you've been told by the current British Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner, that yes, you can get to the back of the queue because it doesn't matter where you're from. If these particular houses suit these particular people in their particular area, then they're going to them. That's how much they truly care about you. But an idea that came to me that really should be taken on by the government and other parties, in fact, would be this. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for joining me today. As I said, a very chilly time here in London town. And I keep getting messages on my social media from my local council talking about warm spaces. Right, what if you're infirm and you can't move, or literally you're on your own and you just need some assistance to get to those warm spaces? It's hard. That's where my heart goes out to those people. It's not as simple as saying trot off down to your local library. Some people need assistance. They may need mobility, they may need a car, and if you don't know people and you're suddenly ostracized, it's tough, isn't it? So how about this? Because recently I popped into a hotel and it was a major branded hotel, let me tell you, and they claimed that they didn't have any migrants staying, which was an absolute pack of lies, because literally in the far corner of the courtyard of this hotel there were definitely migrants, so much so I went to speak with them. But here's where it gets interesting. They don't like the food that the hotel provides. So their halal food is shipped in by bikes from all of these delivery companies at great expense to you and I, the British taxpayer. They simply refuse to eat it. They're bored, so they're given computer games. They're given a phone. They're given spending money, heating, showers, you name it, everything's provided for them. So why not, if you think about it, be able to move in with a migrant, particularly with this terrible cold weather? Now you might think this is a ridiculous idea, but you see, in one of those hotels, a major ballroom inside this 4-star hotel, it's been converted into a prayer room. Now that's not used all day, is it? It's just used for the prayers. So why couldn't you bed down, say, with a sleeping bag, an air bed or something like that, and get that food and heating and free tea and coffee and everything that's provided to these invaders, these illegals, yourself? It makes perfect sense. But no, they keep you out with very expensive security guards, normally of the same nationality. And more importantly, you're left to freeze while these people literally are living in luxury. Now, isn't it about time the current government, headed of course by Sir Keir Starmer, adopted this scheme? Why not move in with a migrant? Surely it must be safe, or else why would you let so many unchecked people arrive, right? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.